At this time, we ask that you please stand and face center field. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national.
This is on. Welcome to Fremont Eagles Stadium today for an NEC Conference battle between the Fremont Eagles and the Westview Warriors. Westview comes into the game with an 0-5 record, sporting a young lineup with 3 freshmen in the starting lineup today. Fremont 3-2 on the year, 1-1 in the conference, as they defeated Central Noble on Tuesday by a score of 7-0 and came back with a loss on Thursday to Eastside 7-1. Today's starting lineups, first for the West, number 6, Ben Burkett, starting at shortstop, number 25, Braden Kaufman. At third base, number 4, Mason Wire. Pitching today and batting cleanup, number 8, Dakota Sherrick. Playing second and number 9, Maddie Mortrude. Batting 6th, the catcher, number 3, Nick Mortrude. Batting 7th, the first baseman, number 29, Brandon Lehman. Hitting 8th, the left fielder, number 12, Micah Miller. And hitting 9th, the right fielder, number 11, Jordan Schrock. Burkett, Kaufman, and Wire. Sherrick, Mortrude, and Mortrude. Lehman, Miller, and Schrock for the Warriors. For the Fremont Eagles, leading off and playing shortstop, number 1, Cam Colclaser. Hitting second to center fielder, number 0, Jaden Zucalato. Hitting third to second baseman, number 7, Ethan Bach. Hitting fourth, the catcher, number 37, Nick Miller. Hitting fifth, the pitcher, number 12, Gable Pentecost. Hitting sixth, the right fielder, number 15, J.T. McDowell. Hitting seventh, the left fielder, number 4, Remy Crable. Hitting 8th, the first baseman, number 28, Christian Bice. Actually, he's just playing first. He's being DH for by number 2, Nick Rutherford. And hitting 9th, the third baseman, number 11, Evan Towns. First pitch of the game on the way as Burkett swings through it for strike 1. Pentecost coming off a very nice showing on Tuesday night where he struck out 11 and walked 2 for a second win of the year to go along with a save. So he defeated the Central Noble Cougars and was in dominant fashion. The 0-2 pitch from Pentecost. Hit the target a little outside for ball 1. Nice outside fastball. He gets in for strikeout number 1. Freshman number 25, Braden Kaufman, steps to the dish. One of 3 freshmen in the Westview lineup. Freshmen are batting 2-3 in the order. Interesting lineup. They have 3 seniors, 3 freshmen. 4 seniors, 3 freshmen, 1 sophomore, and 1 junior. Pentecost pours in a strike to even the count at 1. Kaufman fouls off the 1-1. Thing we like about Pentecost, if I was playing behind him and as I'm watching, is he gets in a good rhythm. He just gets the ball, gets the sign, and throws it. Doesn't. The 1-2. The curveball caught him looking for strike 3. Might have been the first one he's thrown of the day, and Kaufman was not ready for that. Third baseman, freshman Mason Wire, comes to the dish as Pentecost has K'd the first 2 Westview hitters. Starts him off with a breaking ball for strike 1. Pentecost did a really good job on Tuesday of getting ahead on the count, pouring in strikes early in the count. Gets over the top of it, step and throw. Nice inning for Pentecost. Gets out of the inning with 10 pitches. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left for Westview. After a half inning, there is no score. Fremont Eagles, top of the first, will be led off by shortstop number 1, Cameron Colclaser. Colclaser has an interesting plate walk. Always sounds like there's a messaging system. Not sure what the name of this song is. I'm not really in tune with today's music. So, here we go. Sherrick starts him off with a curveball downstairs for ball 1. The Eagles had a summer baseball team this summer. 7 of the Fremont Eagles played on that team, as well as Dakota Sherrick, today's pitcher for Westview. Fastball, fouled back. And the youngest Mortrid boy. I believe that was the only 2 players from Westview. There might have been a third. So they know each other pretty well. They've watched Sherrick pitch this summer countless times. So they should know what he brings to the table. Curveball stays high for ball 2. Knowing what he brings and being able to hit it are 2 different things oftentimes, as Owen Willard proved on Thursday night, pitching a very good game for Eastside. Colclaser fouls back to even the count at 2. Little lineup change today for the Eagles, I think. I wasn't here Thursday, so maybe they used it Thursday. But they moved slot, dropped the other hitters back 1 spot in the order, trying to get a little more length in the lineup. Good fastball away by Sherrick. Colclaser does well to foul it off. Oh, we've got the race for the foul balls. Both teams. I like it. Both teams take pride in being the first to get to the screen when a ball is fouled back. Ground ball to third. Nice play by the third baseman, Mason Wire. He throws out Cole Glazier at first for out number one.
We have a vehicle in the grassy area outside the field of Valparaiso parking lot. License. Gray Range Rover with the horn going off for someone that please. Up next for Fremont, number 0, center fielder Jacob Zuccarello.
The green Range Rover is having some problems in the parking lot, but we're back to action. Here's Jaden Zuccarello, the number 2 hitter, steps in the box. Takes one inside for ball 1. Zuccarello playing center field today. Good speed. Moved up to the second spot. Coach Ron has a question for the umpire, who seems annoyed by the question and says, go sit down, Jason, politely, and let's play ball. Zuccarello fouls it back for strike 1. Fans slowly coming into the park today. Got a couple-minute early head start on the game today, which is all right. Beautiful day here. A little chilly, but not too windy. Looks like the changeup remains high for a ball 2. Sherrick brings it home, and Zuccarello fouls it off to even the count at 2. Sherrick looks like he's also a fast worker, which is a nice change from watching Major League Baseball. Two pitch to Zuccarello. To overthrow that one a bit. Left it way outside. Just a bit outside, as Bob Euchre would say. The full count pitch to Zuccarello. Is ball 4. First walk of the day for Sherrick. Takes first base. Number 3 hitter, number 7, Ethan Bach, strides to the plate.
Number 3 batter, second baseman, number 7, Ethan Bach.
Had my gloves ready to bring him today, and I left him at home. Dumb move by the announcer. Zuccarello gets back on the throw from Sherrick. It is a decent day out, but still a little nippy. Ethan Bach on Tuesday. Oh, nice jump by Zuccarello. Bach pulls it foul. Dad's not real happy with him there. He said thinks he should have saw who had that stolen, because Zuccarello had that stolen easy. He had a great jump. And but he fouled off for strike 1. On Tuesday night, Ethan Bach and best friend Nick Miller both got their first high school home runs in the same game. Nice little thing to happen for the 2 Fremont Eagles who have been playing baseball together, since about 6 months old, I think. And maybe a little older than that, but they've been together for a long time. Sherrick paying a lot of attention to Zuccarello at first as Bach fouls back a pitch for strike 2. Left-handed hitter Bach. Probably not going to bunt. Very good bunter, but not with 2 strikes. The 0-2 gets a piece of it, but just knocks it right to the shortstop, who catches the weak pop-up for the second out. Not midfield, but he didn't get enough of it. flag blowing out maybe to left today. It's the opposite of what it was Tuesday night when it was about 15 miles an hour to right center field. 3 hits on Thursday against the Eastside Blazers. Was one of the few people who could handle Owen Willard. Takes a curveball for strike 1. I hope he throws him that curveball again. I think Nick's setting him up. Like, oh, I can't hit a curveball. Here we go. Come back with the fastball. Good pitch selection there. Miller's a little tardy on the fastball. Fouls it back to the right for strike 2. Zucolato takes his lead at first. The 0-2 pitch to Miller. A high curveball hit to Coach Bach at third, who bobbles it for an error. And he did one of those things you never want to do when you're at the ballpark, and that's, try to catch a foul ball that stings your hand and you don't even catch it. Yeah. Not a real good effort by Coach Bach at third base there, but we'll let that go. That's not what he's paid to do. 0-2 pitch, nice pitch away. It's in the hole. Third baseman cuts it off and has no play. That'll be an infield single for Miller. Keep the rally going. Pitcher Gable Pentecost comes to the plate as it looks like we're going to have a 2-out courtesy runner for catcher Nick Miller. And that will be number 31, Corbin Beeman.
It's good.
Beeman's a freshman, probably his first varsity action. He gets here's a pinch runner, definitely has good speed and quickness. Pentecost, 2 guys on, inning number 1. Chance to get the Eagles off to a good start here. Curveball in the dirt. Nice block by Mortrude. Keeps it in front. Ball 1. Pentecost looking for something he can drive. Outfielder is really right field, very shallow. Left field, center field about normal. Another ball low. Get the pitch count up early for Sherrick here in the first inning. Speaking of pitch counts, Westview had a little trouble with pitch counts on Tuesday when they went to Garrett. Someone doesn't know how to count pitches, as they had quite there. There's a line drive to right center field. That's going to be down for, and the Eagles take a 1. Took the 0-2 pitch. I'm sorry, the 2-0 pitch from Sherrick to right field, right center field, hit it right on the button. Zucolato scored easily, and Beeman advanced to third. Right fielder number 15, J.T. McDowell, comes to the dish to try to add further damage here in the first inning. We'll see what Pentecost does at first base, first and third. Leaves the fastball up for ball 1. Straight out to center field. Maybe 5 to 10 mile an hour, not a super strong breeze. Pentecost is going to go fake. We have a stolen base for Pentecost. It's a stolen base. Yeah, but not when you're... Yeah, it's a stolen base for Pentecost. Ooh, McDowell takes a nice swing at the 1-1. Swings through it for strike 2. 2 runners in scoring position here. We'll see if Sherrick can wiggle out of it. Right fielder continues to move in shallower. McDowell, nice piece, fouls it off. Like he's trying to go to right field. Sherrick's keeping the ball away. McDowell getting out over the plate, trying to drive it that way. 2 big runs out there for the Eagles. Got McDowell played around toward right field. The 1-2 from Sherrick. Drops a nice curveball in. McDowell swings through at 4, strike 3. But in the inning for the Eagles, there was 1 run on 1 hit, no Westview errors, and 2 runners left on base. And at the end of 1, Fremont 1, Westview 0. Top Westview, senior Dakota Sherrick. Check swing foul for strike 1. Pentecost breezed through the first inning with 2 strikeouts. Gets his curveball over for strike 2. It's always a good sign when the breaking ball's getting across the plate consistently. Here in the first 4 batters, he's been able to get the curveball not just over the plate, but on the outer half. Good 2-strike pitch. Hit the target on the outside corner, but a little off the plate. Nick Miller, right where Nick Miller was sitting. Back with another fastball low for ball 2. 2-2 from Pentecost. Outside for ball 3. Sherrick fouls off the full count pitch, and we'll do it again. According to Bobby Valentine, 75% of full count pitches in Major League Baseball are fouled off. Find that hard to believe. I've never actually charted it, but there's one example, right? Confirmation bias. Tries to go with a curveball in the full count and didn't snap that one off, and Sherrick. Aware, since you're going to make it anyway to first base if you get hit. So Sherrick leads off the Warrior second with a walk. From an 0-2 count, he came back and fouled a pitch off on full and then took the walk. Now batting, the second baseman, number 4, Matty Mortrude. Fastball stays high for ball 1. Mortrude brothers batting back-to-back in the lineup today. Fastball in for strike 1. Not too big of a lead at first for Sherrick, but Pentecost throws over anyway. Senior Christian Bice playing first base tonight. Give him some love as he's not going to come to the plate and hit since he's been DH for. Quick move before he came set there by Pentecost. Sherrick just doesn't have a very big lead over there right now. Fastball fouled back for strike 2. Fly ball right field. JT McDowell camped under it for out number 1.
I could hear him talking in here.
Next Westview batter, the catcher, number 3, Nick Mortrude.
Catcher Nick Mortrude steps to the dish. Mortrude's a senior of the Mortrude brothers. Scores round to bunt, takes outside, ball 1. First win of the year today. Lost 2 conference games earlier in the week and come in here looking for a victory. Get the ball 2. I don't know if the scoring around by Mortrude's bothering him or just lost the plate for a little bit. Pace of the game, as always, in base touch with runners on base. Interesting lead at first by Sherrick. Takes that pitch, apparently high. Hard to tell up and down from the press box here. Definitely didn't look outside, so 3 balls to Nick Mortrude. 3-0 pitch, forward right down the middle, strike 1. Westview getting a little loud here in the dugout, sensing a chance to rally a little bit and get back in the game. Mortrude bunts on the 3-1 to Pentecost, who throws the first for the out. 3-1 pitch with your 6-hitter bunting with 1 out. Okay. Am I questioning the strategy? Yes, Jason Ron's a good coach, though, but apparently doesn't have a lot of confidence in Nick Mortrude if he's having any bunt in that situation. 2 outs. First baseman Brandon Lehman at the dish.
I don't know why it's doing that. There's no wind.
Big hitter here. Nice size. Looks to be like 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". Got some meat muscle on those bones. Looks like he could drive one. Fouls off the 1 ball offering from Pentecost, even the count at 1. Inside move. No one's home. A lot of worthless chatter coming from the Warrior dugout. That is a fair ball down the line. Lehman is going to have himself a single. Is he going to go for 2? No, he should have, but he didn't. But he did not know the left fielder was going to misplay the ball and overrun it. So the sacrifice bunt that I questioned, smart move by Coach Ron. He knows what he's doing. Gets a run for the Warriors. 2 out single by Lehman. Drives in the first run of the game for Westview. Left fielder Micah Miller, number 12, stands to the dish with 2 out, runner on first base. Score tied 1-1. Think they're trying to see if Pentecost can throw strikes when they fake bunt. As Miller fakes bunt. For strike 1. Popped up, straight back. Is Nick Miller going to have room? No, he does not. Oh, 2 to the 8-hitter, Micah Miller. Kaufman's at first with 2 outs, drove in a run with Singh. As Pentecost gave up his first hit of the day. The 0-2 pitch to Miller. He struck him out. Good 0-2 pitch. Got it on the outside corner for strike 3. But in the inning for the Warriors, they scored 1 run on 1 hit. There was no Fremont runner left on base. At the end of 1.5 here at 1.
Staying up there, it's not moving. Your mic is still on, right? Yeah. I know the mic's a little.
That was not my burp, folks. Fellow producer Tanner Friend felt it necessary to relieve himself there, so that's okay. It happens. Here we go. Bottom of the order up in inning number 2 for the Eagles. Leader, number 7 hitter, left fielder Remy Crable. Start us off. Then we'll have Nick Rutherford, the designated hitter, and 9-hitter Evan Towns will follow.
Down a bit. Getting the belt a little better now.
Swings through the slow curve or changeup. Not sure what that was. But remember, Crable was out in front of it. Swung through it for strike 1. Nice pitch by Sherrick on the outside corner, framed well by Mortrude. Keep it in the zone for strike 2. Curveball hangs outside as Crable thought about it but held off. The 1-2 to Crable. It's past him for strike 3. Sherrick's second strikeout of the day. Brings up designated hitter number 2, Nick Rutherford. Rutherford swings through a fastball for strike 1. Rutherford and Towns, the 2 senior tennis players for the Eagle tennis team this year. Strike 2 to Rutherford. Sherrick settling in here in inning number 2. Pouring in a lot of strikes. And he overpowers Rutherford for his 3rd strikeout.
Third baseman, number 11, Evan Towns.
Third baseman Evan Towns steps to the dish. Towns takes inside for ball 1. Sherrick working quickly brings back the second pitch. It's also inside for ball 2. Towns ready to rip on the 2-ball count, but Sherrick makes a nice pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Sherrick working quickly in this inning. Brings the 2-1. It's inside for ball. As travel parent Tim Otis used to say, wear it, Sally. But he turned away from it, which is okay. It's 3-1. Inside fastball, swings through, and we have a full count. The 3-2 to Towns. Foul back. Bobby Valentine's right. Another foul ball and a full count. Full count pitch driven by Towns to center field. Center fielder Ben Burkett glides over into the gap in left center and hauls it in for the third out. In the inning for the Eagles, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And at the end of 2, Fremont and Westview are tied at 1. We're back here, Fremont Stadium, Roger Probst Field, as we start the top of inning number 3. Number 9 hitter for the Warriors, the right fielder Jordan Schrock will step to the dish. Left-handed batter, 9 hitter, probably got some speed, plays the outfield. Like having 2 leadoff hitters. Drives the ball past the diving first baseman Christian Bice into right field for a leadoff single to open up inning number 3 for Westview. Number 8, the center fielder, steps to the dish. Outside for ball 1. Not much of a lead at first for Schrock. Pentecost comes set. Side corner, caught it for strike 1. Blind ball to the right side, Box over to get it, turns, throws to second for 1. Nice play by Bach to get the lead runner there. A lot of second basemen would have just fielded that and thrown on to first, but he was able to get his body turned and make a nice throw to Colclaser to get the lead runner at first base. So Burkett's at first with 1 out, and shortstop number 25, Braden Kaufman, comes to the plate. Low throw, nice play by Bice to scoop it up. Keep Burkett at first. Got to believe senior Ben Burkett stole a base or 2 in his life. So he gets a nice lead at first. See if he'll challenge Eagle catcher Nick Miller. He's going on the first pitch, a high fastball. Throw is high. Bach can't get it. He wouldn't have got him anyway. And Burkett steals second. Not even sure a good throw would have had him there. He had a nice jump and he's got good speed. Kaufman takes high for ball one. Lead run is on second base with one out here in the top of the third inning. The Warriors having their 2, 3, 4 hitters up. Hopefully just their 2 and 3 hitters if you're a Fremont fan. Oh, he's going to third. We're going to throw him to third, and we're going to get him dead to rights. Nick Miller lays it right on the bag, and Burkett thinks somehow he's safe. I guess he thought he got his hand in there. Towns, the ball definitely beat him. We don't have a replay. I can't tell for sure if Towns got him before he touched the base, but the umpire said he did, so that's all that matters. Burkett out, trying to get to third with one out, and we now have 2 outs in the inning with Kaufman at the plate. And ground ball to shortstop. Cameron Colclaser will field and throw on to first for the third out of the inning. So the once promising rally that Westview with a runner on second and no one out ends 2 pitches later, and the top of the third is history. In the inning for the Warriors, there were no runs on 1 hit, no errors, no runners left on base. And at the end of 2.5, Westview and Fremont are still tied at 1.
I think if I what's that? I get a
Not good picture.
No, it's
Just choppy.
It's the wind. It's because that's why we keep the lights on. I think the receiver is not cinched down to the wall. They won't. So far, they haven't sent anybody out there. I think on that. But since then,
Leading off for Fremont, shortstop number 1, Cam Colclaser.
Here we are on top of the third. Folks, we're sorry about the choppiness of the picture today. A little windy. We're not sure exactly why it's happening. We know it's a little bit choppy out there, so thanks for hanging with us on the broadcast here. And hopefully it'll get better here if the wind dies down, and hopefully it'll just get better. Cameron Colclaser leading off the third for the Eagles. Shortstop swings through a curveball for strike 1. Colclaser grounded out to third base in the first inning, leading off the game. Takes a fastball high. Top of the order here in the bottom of the third for the Eagles. Good chance to get some runs to add on to 1 run total, but Colclaser skies it to right field. Right fielder Jordan Schrock camps under it for the first out.
Center fielder number 0, Jaden Zucalato.
Center fielder Jaden Zucalato. Gosh, I love saying that name. Comes to the dish with 1 out here in inning number 3. Zucalato walked in the first inning and scored the first run of the game for the Eagles. Just got a text, wind doesn't affect Wi-Fi. Thank you, audience, but it's not it's the receiver that's not hooked down properly, we think. So that's the problem there, Mr. Miller. Sorry. And maybe that's not it, but there's some problem anyway. Zucalato takes ball 2, and now ball 3. Having trouble throwing strikes to Jaden Zucalato today. Got him in a full count in the first inning before he walked. And here we're at 3 balls. Taking on 3-0. Sherrick pours in a strike. Ground ball to third. Nice backhand by Wire. Throws across the diamond, beats Zucalato by half a step for out number 2. Nice play by freshman third baseman Mason Wire to stay down on that ball in the backhand and then come up throwing it across. 2 outs, nobody on. For the 3-hitter for the Eagles, Ethan Bach. Bach popped up to shortstop in the first inning after he got 2 strikes. We'll see what he can do here. A little anxious there. Took a swing at a curveball in the dirt for strike 1. Another great race. The game within the game. Nick Miller racing with a Westview player, number 2, Isaac Hirely, for that ball that went back to the screen. Miller beats him. Of course, he also had less ground to travel. Hirely made a nice attempt at it, but didn't get it. Bach takes the ball, and we're at 1-1. There's a ground ball base hit into right field. With 2 outs, Ethan Bach will be at first base with his first hit of the game. Brings up catcher Nick Miller. Nick Miller, infield single in inning number 1. Between third and short. Third baseman fielded it deep and really had no play. So Nick, with his speed, beat that out down the line. See if Bach chooses to steal here with 2 outs. Miller takes one off the elbow. And we'll have first and second. Pentecost. It's another chance for an RBI here. His first inning single to right center field drove in the only run of the game so far for the Eagles. And he comes up again with a chance to do damage. The Lions are sleeping tonight, but Pentecost isn't going to be sleeping this at bat as he looks to extend the Eagle lead. Pinch runner Corbin Beeman, courtesy running for catcher Nick Miller. Low and away for ball 1. Pentecost did a nice job getting ahead of the count last at bat with 2 balls and then drove the 2-0 pitch to right center field for the first run of the game. Curveball stays up for ball 2. Wind blowing slightly out to left field. Ethan Bach on second, Corbin Beeman on first. Ground ball in the hole to short. Shortstop makes a nice play, throws to second for the force out, and the inning is over. Very nice play there by shortstop Braden Kaufman, freshman Braden Kaufman, to throw it to second to get the out and end the Eagle threat in inning number 3. In the inning for the Eagles, there was no runs on 1 hit and no Westview errors with 2 runners left on base. And at the end of 3 innings, we are still tied. Fremont 1, Westview 1.
Off the top of the 4th inning is number 4, Mason Wire.
Fourth inning rolls around here at Fremont Eagles Stadium, and the Westview Warriors will lead off with freshman third baseman Mason Wire. Wire grounded back to the pitcher to end inning number 1. Pentecost openings with a curveball, which stays high for ball 1. Pentecost thrown 39 pitches so far, had a really quick third inning, even though he gave up a hit because of the throw that caught stealing. Strike 1 to Wire. While Sherrick finishes 3 innings with 56 pitches. Maximum of 120 for any high school pitcher. Most coaches that this early in the season call the hitters to pitchers today, but he does there for strike 2. Most coaches want to keep their pitchers at 100 or less this early in the year. Another fastball away. Pentecost gets Wire swinging for out number 1. It's Pentecost's 4th strikeout of the. No walks. It looks, 1 walk. I'm sorry. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. The walk is at the plate right. Eric walked in the lead off the second inning, and then came around to score on a 2-out single by Brandon Lehman after he was sacrificed to second base by Nick Morchard. Sherrick takes a fastball into left field for a 1-out single. So with 1 out and Dakota Sherrick on first base, Addie Mortrid comes to the plate. Mortrid flied out to right field in inning number 2. We'll see if Sherrick's running. Was not running the first time he was on. We sacrificed him to second base in that inning. Mortrid gets a nice piece of it, flies it to center field, but that'll be right at the center fielder, Jaden Zucalato, who are nice for a pitcher. Keep that pitch count down. Like it's about what he threw on Tuesday night in 6 innings. So 2 outs here in inning number 4 with Nick Mortrude coming to the plate. The catcher. Curveball stays low for ball 1. Nick Mortrude sacrificed to the pitcher in inning number 2. So he is 0 for 0 on the day. Takes that fastball and fouls it back to even the count at 1. Today's game, varsity game, will be followed by a JV game, which will probably be about 20 minutes after the varsity game. Mortrude pulls out that nice curveball from Pentecost, and he takes it for strike 2. Mortrude's left foot seems to be leaving early. See if he can get him with a curveball again. Now he goes high fastball inside of the plate. Miller can't see it. Bice and Pentecost, great effort by both. Bice dies but is unable to catch it as it drops foul. And Mortrude has life. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Pentecost. Fastball right at the umpire. Umpire, what's the umpire calling? Dead ball? So what we got? I don't know if Ethan Bach was going to get to that or not. He has some range. I don't think he was going to get to it though. So he says dead ball. Okay. I guess we're going to go with that call. So Mortrude singles to put runners on first and second with 2 outs and bring up first baseman Brandon Lehman, who singled in the only run of the game so far for the Warriors. Pentecost starts him off with a curveball in the inside corner for strike one. Big spot here for Westview, top of the fourth, 2 outs. Got a chance to take the lead in the game. If Lehman can come through again. He came through the last time with a line drive single to left. Right down to third baseline. Towns is guarding the line a little more this time as he fouls a little late on that fastball and fouls it down the right field line for strike two. Pentecost has him where he wants him at 0-2. Let's see where he goes with this pitch. Sherrick leading off at second, Morchard at first. As Pentecost comes set at 0-2. Looks like he's going to go away. He does away, and he strikes him out with a fastball. Great location on the 0-2 pitch from Gable Pentecost. Gets his second strikeout of the inning and fifth of the game. And the fourth, Westview threatens, but has no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. And at the end of 3.5, Westview and Fremont are still tied at 1.
Right fielder, number 15, J.T. McDowell.
Bottom of the fourth. So we're back to action here at Fremont, Indiana, with right fielder J.T. McDowell stepping to the plate. J.T. struck out swinging in the first inning. Gets jammed badly and pops it up to shortstop. Shortstop Braden Kaufman will haul it in for out number 1. Left fielder number 4, Remy Crable, will step in the box now for the Eagles. Crable also struck out to lead off inning number 2 as Sherrick went on a run, striking out 3 batters in a row in that inning, and those are actually his only 3 strikeouts of the game. Crable pops one up foul down the left field line and out of play for strike 1. Sherrick cruising along, 56 pitches through 3 innings. I don't know, 1 pitch out there. Throws an off-speed curveball. Crable's out in front for strike 2. The 0-2 from Sherrick. Came in on him off the plate, struck him out. 2 quick outs in inning number 4 for the Eagles. And designated hitter Nick Rutherford steps to the plate. Nick's hitting for first baseman Christian Bice, and Nick also struck out in inning number 1. Takes a fastball out of the zone, but swings at it for strike 1. Fakes a bunt, pulls back from strike 2. The 0-2 to Rutherford. Takes strike 3. Quick inning for Sherrick. 7-pitch inning for Sherrick as the Eagles go quietly with no runs, no hits, no errors. And after 4, we're still tied at 1.
Hi, folks. Drew Kiesbert here. Once again, we just want to apologize for the choppy feed. We're hoping that as the wind dies down, our Wi-Fi receiver will be able to also calm down and bring you a nice steady picture. Currently, the score 1-1 at the end of 4, going into the second half of this game, so to speak. Just want to make sure we also give a shout-out to our sponsors here, Travis Williamson Realtor. He's a Fremont grad, and he knows Lake Country Realty. Whether you're selling or buying in particular in the market for a lake home, you've got to give Travis Williamson a call. He's the best in the biz. And I'll tell you what, folks, now is the time to get that lake home of your dreams. You can park that pontoon boat right up there and enjoy the summer weather. So give them a call, 316-5564. Also, GW's Butcher Block, whether it's beef, pork, chicken, sausage, snack sticks, jerky, seafood. They have about 25,000 versions of brats and sausages. That's GW's Butcher Block, 517-278-2787. And A&J Alternators and Starters. Coach Reeds has you covered. Alternator, starter rebuilding or repair, self-storage, or U-Haul rental. Give them a call, 495-1655. And don't forget, they have the brand new self-storage units, folks. They are fantastic. So, swing and a miss. Neil France will be back in just a moment as we are here in this next inning. Right down the pipe there. Nice pitch. 0-2 count here right away. That's a good start. And a little low in the dust. 1-2 for nice right up the middle. I mean right up the middle. Bisected the second base pad for a single. We got ourselves a runner on base for Westview here. And now back to Neil France.
Catcher Nick Miller pounces. He was running inside the line, maybe. Are we going to have a call there? Doesn't look like it. Coach Bach going to ask. The bunt turns into an error, and we have first and third. Number 9 hitter Jordan Schrock. Sacrifice.
The last one was a single on a 1-2 count.
Single up the middle by Miller, followed by a sacrifice from Jordan Schrock. The bad throw by the Eagles, so Westview has a chance here in inning number 5. First and third, nobody out. Leadoff hitter Ben Burkett swings through a fastball for strike 1. Burkett struck out in the first and grounded into a fielder's choice in inning number 3. Pentecost had 0-2. The 0-2 to Burkett. Runner going, strike 3. We're going to throw through. Nice play by the Eagles. Faked the cut play, almost threw him out at second, but he did steal the base. So we've got second and third, but we have a strikeout as Burkett called third there for the first out of the inning. Shortstop Braden Hoffman's up. Little guy. Smooth fielder. Grounded out to short. Struck out looking. Eagles are going to play the infield back. Kaufman can put a ball in play on the ground in the middle. He's going to get a run in. Ball 1 to Kaufman is high. Takes ball 2. Big spot here for freshman Braden Kaufman. 0-2 or 2 ball, no strike count on Kaufman. We'll see if he's sitting on that fastball and what he can do with it. There's the pitch. Stays away for ball 3. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to load the bases, but you got your 3-hitter coming up. You got to figure your 3 or 4-hitter, your 2 best hitters in the lineup. The 3-0 pitch. He's sitting on that fastball, and he turns on it early in left field line. Probably a little surprise there for the 2-hitter to be swinging on that pitch to swing at. The 3-1 from Pentecost. Lined into left field. That's a base hit. That looks like it's going to score 2 as left fielder Crable picks it up and throws it into second, and Kaufman has himself a 2-run single to give the Westview Warriors a 3-1 lead.
The answer to the trivia question is 5. So the kid comes to the window screaming 5 at it.
Coach Bach will go to the mound to visit Gable Pentecost. Pentecost had given up 4 hits before this inning, but had struck out 5.
While we have a break in the action, we're going to do our 5th inning trivia question.
And that's going to be it.
Any 8th grade or younger student,
We're going to take Gable out here,
country or nation,
down 3-1 in the 5th inning.
using the numbering system in baseball, what number is associated with third base? What is the number associated with third base?
Pentecost will finish up the game throwing just, in my unofficial total, 67 pitches. Might be a few more than that. Replacing him will be second baseman Ethan Bach. Pentecost will move to third base. Third baseman Evan Towns will move to first base. Christian Bice will step off the field. And I don't have myself a second baseman yet. Who's that second baseman going to be? Isaac Hershey. Isaac Hershey's going to come in, and he'll play second, get DH'd for still by Nick Rutherford. Or possibly even hit for himself. Who knows? Bach has a fastball, changeup, curveball. Definitely not an overpowering fastball. Probably of the 4 pitchers who pitched for Fremont, fastball probably third in velocity of those pitchers out of 4. But very good changeup and pretty good curveball. So the mix helps him out. So we got one out, top of the 5th inning. Ethan Bach inherits a runner on first base. Braden Kaufman, whose 2-run single, gives the Westview Warriors a 3-1 lead as we play here in the 5th. Micah Miller's leadoff single, Jordan Schrock's sacrifice, which was not played well by the Eagles, resulting in an error, put him at first and third, a stolen base, and a single later. That hit him in the box. I swear it hit him in the box. Yeah, the ump finally calls it foul. A little slow on that call, but we got it right. So strike 1 to wire. Kaufman not too big a lead at first as Bach throws outside for ball 1. The 1-1 from Bach. Fouled again off the foot of Wire for strike 2. One ball, 2 strike pitch from Bach. Throws, I don't know, change up maybe? Kept it away. Wire fouls it off. Two one from Bach. Slow and slower, but it sinks low for ball two. Bach throws to first. Sure Kaufman knows he's still thinking about him. And then the quick throw before he was even off. Second, trying to get the guy jumping off quick after a pickoff throw. The 2-2 popped up. That's going to stay in the infield. Isaac Hershey's going to camp under this one and catch it for out number 2.
Number 8, the pitcher, Dakota Sherrick.
Pitcher Dakota Sherrick steps to the plate. Sherrick led off the second inning with a walk, came around to score on a 2-out single by Brandon Lehman, and then singled to left field in inning number 4, but was stranded at second with 2 outs. Takes Bach's first pitch for strike 1. Line drive right at shortstop Cameron Colclaser, and the inning is over. But it was a profitable inning for the Warriors. The Warriors score 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Fremont error and 1 runner left on base. After 4.5, Westview Warriors lead the Fremont Eagles 3-1.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Evan Towns.
That's good.
Can I have a Kit Kat, please? Thank you. I was really hoping I did that. I see you're right.
Nope, that's good. Thank you, though. That might be a good idea, yeah.
Thank you.
Can't be getting cheese all over the microphone. Leading off for Fremont, first baseman, number 11, Evan Towns.
Bottom of inning number 5, Fremont needs a couple runs to get back in the game. Leading off will be the third baseman, now the first baseman, Evan Towns. Evan flew out to center field in inning number 2 and takes the first pitch low and in for ball 1. Line drive from Towns to right, hit it hard, but it's right at the right fielder. Jordan Schrock, who comes in, is playing shallow for a reason, cuts off hits just like that. Nice play by Schrock
Shortstop, Cameron Colclaser.
for out number 1. Fremont get a rally going. They're going to have to do it with the top of their order, which starts right now with Cameron Colclaser. Colclaser takes low, ball 1. Colclaser is 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded out to third base in the first inning and flew out to right fielder Jordan Schrock in inning number 3. Nice curveball by Sherrick is in there for strike 1. Colclaser hasn't squared one up yet today. He usually does that 2 or 3 times a game. One of the Eagles' best hitters, if not the best. Takes the curveball, but it's called a strike for strike 2. The 1-2 to Cole Glazier is outside. Evens count at 2. To Cole Glazier. Line drive, base hit, left field. Nice hit by Cole Glazier to get the Eagles rolling here. Cole Glazier is one of the most prolific base stealers in Fremont Eagle baseball history. So I don't think it matters if we're down 3-1. I think we're probably going to see Eric, who does a nice job holding runners on. So we'll see what this battle, what happens here. Zucalato, Jaden Zucalato, excuse me, Jaden, center fielder, swings through, fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Jaden has walked and scored in the first inning, scored the only Eagle run of the day, and grounded out to third in inning number 3. Cole Glazier measuring Sherrick has an average lead at first. Sherrick drive. On Eagle JV players heading in the cage down the left field line as they prepare for their game. 20 minutes following this game. Cole Glazier down the third baseline, and they get Zucalato out on the sacrifice, but Cole Glazier knew that was coming and advanced all the way out. Needed to be covering. That's a tough play because you want your shortstop covering second on a bunt when the third base charges. Coach Ron is attempting to convince the umpire that he was out of the box when he bunted it. That's going to be a losing cause. If the umpire calls that, then he isn't watching what he should be watching, which is the ball coming across the plate. I don't know how an ump could even see that from behind the plate, but especially since the line is completely gone by now, this far in the game. So we'll give Zucalato a sacrifice on that. Advance Cole Glazier all the way to third, and with 2 outs, second baseman Ethan Bach comes to the plate. Bach popped up to short in inning number 1 and singled to right field in inning number 3. Looking to maybe even bunt the run home here. First baseman moves in some. Third baseman's already in on the grass. Bach's got him where he wanted him. Now I can drive it past him. Even moving in closer. These Westview kids know that Bach is a good bunter since they played with him all summer. Swings away, fouls back. The pitch to even the count at 1. Of course, when the third baseman comes down the line, Cole Glazier is going to come down the line just as farther than he does. Third baseman backing up a step. Bach takes up high and away for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of inning number 5. Ethan Bach takes high, ball 3. Cleanup hitter Nick Miller is on deck. Be a good spot for Nick to hit, whether Ethan walks or gets on here. And Bach takes ball 4. 2 down. Inning number 5, and the cleanup hitter, 7, the catcher, Nick Miller, comes to the plate. Nick singled in the first inning on a sharp line drive base hit to left. Now that's a lie. He hit a ground ball between short and third that the third baseman handled and was an infield single. And then on the first pitch to him in inning number 3, he took one off the elbow for a hit by pitch. So 2 down, and inside, ball 1 to Miller. Sherrick struggling a little bit here late in inning number 5. His pitch count is probably around about 80 right now. So we'll see here. This is the big rally time for the Eagles. They can get back even or get back in this game here as they trail 3-1. And with 2 out in the 5th inning, Sherrick gets the call on a high curveball. for strike one. Inside curveball again. Miller didn't turn into it, didn't try to get out of the way, but he gets hit by another pitch, which loads the bases. Corbin Beeman, courtesy running for the third time today.
Back from Fremont, third baseman, number 12, Gable Pentecost.
Gable Pentecost coming up again with runners on base. Came up in the first inning, drove in the first Fremont run of the game with a single. Takes a curveball for strike one. Came up in inning number 3 and grounded into a fielder's choice. So we'll see what Pentecost can do here. Big spot in the game. Takes fastball low for ball one. High with the curveball. Sherrick definitely laboring a little bit here. Doesn't seem to have as much control of where his pitches are going here late in inning number 5. And he takes away ball 3. 3-1 to Pentecost. Good speed on the bases in Colclasure, Bach, and Beeman. Gapper will score 3. The 3-1 to Pentecost. He takes inside. Inside corner, I mean, for strike 2.
Wow.
Westview got a break there. We'll see what Pentecost can do with the break. Didn't matter. Ball 4. Bach comes around third hard, looking to see if catcher's going to make a play, and he did, so he stayed at third. But Pentecost walks, drives in the second run of the game for him and the team, as the Eagles cut the lead to 3-2.
Right fielder, number 15, JT McDowell.
Right fielder JT McDowell strides to the dish. JT struck out in the first inning and hit a pop-up to short in inning number 4. Last 3 batters, 2 walks and a hit by pitch. But he starts McDowell off with strike 1. A lot of pitches this inning for Sherrick. At 63 before he entered the inning. He's got to be up in the mid-80 range by now. Fastball high for ball 1. McDowell had a couple big hits on Tuesday. Oh, wear it, Sally. Sorry. That ball was inside a lot. And Nick Miller would have got hit by that pitch. But JT McDowell pulls out of the way. Takes ball 2. Oh, that's a ball hit the left field, but it's going to be caught by the left fielder as the Eagles leave the bases loaded in inning number 5, but do pick up a run in the inning for the Eagles. There was 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 3 runners left on base. As we go into the top of the 6th, the Westview Warriors lead the Fremont Eagles 3-2. 6-12.
for Westview, second baseman number 9, Matty Mortrud.
Top of the sixth there at Fremont Eagle Stadium. Westview Warriors lead 3-2 as second baseman Matty Mortrud steps to the plate and swings through a curveball by Ethan Bach for strike one. Mortrud has 2 flyouts today, one to right and one to left, as pitch 2 sinks low for ball. Bach came in the 5th inning with 2 outs. With 1 out, and retired the 2 hitters he faced. Oh, a little slowed it up a little, jammed him on the inside there, and he fouled it back on a check swing for strike 2. Got Mason Wire to pop up to second, and then got Dakota Sherrick on a line drive out to shortstop to end the inning, get the Eagles out of trouble, and preserve the 3-1 deficit. High with a fastball evens the count at 2. The Eagles were able to get 1 run there in the bottom of the 5th to cut the lead to 3-2. And that's where we're at right now as we play in the top of inning number 6. Ground ball to the left side. Pentecost fields cleanly, guns it high and over the head of Evan Towns at first base. Down into the corner, and Matty Mortrud is going to get on second base with a leadoff 2-base throwing error by Gable Pentecost. Field made a nice play fielding it there, and just he got a really good arm and just got away from him there, high over Evan Towns' head, and the Warriors will have a runner on second with nobody out here in the 6th inning. Catcher Nick Mortrud is up. We'll see what the Warriors try to do here, if they want to bunt or they're going to play different. Mortrud has bunted once today for a sacrifice that led to the first Warrior run, and then he singled to right center field in the 4th inning. Takes a curveball, looked a little low from here, but Mr. Blue said it was a strike, so we'll take it. Bach shakes off Miller, comes set, brings the 0-1. Fouled by Mortrud. And he's in a hole 0-2. Senior Nick Mortrud, see what he can do with this 0-2 pitch. The 0-2 is a fastball outside for ball 1. Bach working quickly even from the stretch, inside move. Cole Klazer's not covering though, and Matty Mortrud gets back easily. The 0-2 from Bach. Ground ball to the left of Pentecost into left field for a hit. That's going to score the runner from first. He's going for second for 2, and throw short hops to second baseman Hershey, who can't stop it, and he'll be into third base on the air on the throw by left fielder Remy Crable. So an RBI single. I guess we'll give him a double on that. RBI double for Nick Mortrud, scoring his brother Matty from second to make the score 4-2 Westview. And then Nick goes to third on a throwing error by left fielder Remy Crable. Number 29, Brandon Lehman, the first baseman, steps to the plate. He takes ball 1. Swings through a fastball for strike 1. Might have been a changeup. Eagles struggling in the field here a little bit. Seemed to happen the other night when Mr. Bach came in to pitch too. Didn't get much support against Eastside. No, that wasn't Eastside. I'm sorry. That was, I guess that was Wasion when he came in to pitch, and they got 3 or 4 runs, only like 1 earned run. Kaufman swings through 2. Bach works quickly, which is good. High for ball 2. We still have no outs in inning number 6. Westview has 1 run in and a runner on third. Brandon Lehman singled in the first run with runners on first and second, and he takes ball 3 from Bach. A little surprised the infield's not in here to cut down the run at the plate. 4-2 deficit. Bach throws it past him for strike 3. First out of the inning, we have the 8-hitter, Micah Miller, up. Perfect time for a squeeze play if you're going to run one. Now with 1 out, the Eagles do bring the infield in to cut off the run at the plate. Pitch a little outside for ball 1. Swings through a high and away slider. I don't know what it was. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bach comes set. Curveball in the dirt. Miller keeps it in front to keep the run at third base. Big run at third base for the Warriors. 4-2. Westview leads here in top of inning number 6. Trying to tack onto that lead. Ground ball, slow roller. Pentecost charges, gets, steps and throws to first for out number 2. That would have been, if he would have got a good jump on that, that would have been a tough play for Pentecost to turn his body, throw to home plate, and the guy on third scoring. But you got to be running as soon as the ball's contacted, and he hesitated, so he made the right play. Nice play by Pentecost to get out number 2. Number 9 hitter, Jordan Schrock, steps to the plate. Schrock swings through 1 for strike 1. Schrock is 1 for 2 on the day. I'm sorry, 1 for 1. He singled to right in the 3rd inning and then sacrificed in inning number 5. And as the Eagles threw the ball around, he got on an air. Another slow pitch from Bach that he swings through for strike 2. See if he heats him up with a high and away fastball here. High and inside fastball as he strikes him out. Well, runner on third for Westview with nobody out, and they don't get him home. Strikeout, ground out, strikeout, but they still do manage to score 1 run in the inning on 1 hit. There was 1 Fremont error and 1 runner left on base. And at the end of 5.5 innings, the Westview Warriors lead the Fremont Eagles 4-2. Remy Crable, Maddie. Looks like we're getting some pinch hitters.
Brandon needs a better view.
Is that bad that I think that smells good?
No, it doesn't smell good.
Now, if you're thinking the bottle, just sit over there. No, man, that wouldn't be a problem.
Someone was sniffing a Sharpie in my study hall the other day.
Yeah, that's not good.
And got sent to the office because the kid was attempting to try and get high on the Sharpie. It's kind of funny. I was like, how idiotic is this? It's like the mark around his nose. How stupid. What are you starting? Don't think it's so noticeable like
So who we got coming in?
Remy. Oh wait, Hershey.
Hershey's back for
No, it's Brody Folk right now. Bottom of the 6th inning for the Fremont Eagles. Pinch hitting for Remy Crable is freshman Brody Folk. And he takes strike 1.
Remy Crable.
Pretty sure this is Brody's first varsity at bat in a 4-2 game, bottom of the 6th against Westview. Brody fouls one off to the left. It's going to be out of play for strike 2. Crable was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So Coach Bach decided to go with the freshman Brody Folk and see what he can do here. Eagles need some base runners to come back. Need some base runners to come back. Bottom number 6. 7, 8, 9 hitters are up. Folk takes outside for ball 1. In the dirt, ball 2. Sherrick is at 90 pitches by my unofficial count before the inning started, so can't throw over 120, so this could be his last inning. We'll see. Hopefully we make it his last inning. Folk hits he just got it over that third baseman's head for a leadoff single. Didn't hit it hard, but he placed it well. Got the bat on the ball for his first varsity hit. Take that ball out of play, boys. Okay, we'll get it after the game. All right. Isaac Hershey came in as a defensive replacement and when Bach came in to pitch, and he's going to bat for himself here. Second left-handed hitter in a row to face Sherrick with no one out, runner on first, bottom of the 6th inning. Hershey takes strike 1. Looks at the wristband to see what play is called. I'm guessing a bunt. We'll see. Nice bunt by Hershey to the third baseman. We're going to throw to second, but no one's there. No one covering second. The shortstop remembers Colclaser the inning before going all the way to third on the bunt to there, and so he went to third. The second baseman went to first, but he wasn't at first either. And Hershey does a nice job sacrificing Falk to second, making the first out. First baseman Evan Towns steps to the plate. Evans flied to center and flied to right today. Hit a nice line drive to right the last time, right at the right fielder. See if he can find a hole this time. With Brody Folk at second. Towns takes strike 1. Ground ball to the left side. That's going to be a tough play. Oh, shortstop could have thrown him out at third, but he decided to go to first with the play. Folk did not take off right away to third base, and he was kind of in no man's land. He saw it get past the third baseman, and he ran to third, and I thought the shortstop was going to throw it to the third baseman and get him out, but he didn't. He tried to go to first, and Evan Towns with his blazing speed beat it down the line for a single, infield single, and the Eagles have it rolling here in inning number 6, first and third, 1 out. We're going to have I think this is actually a pinch runner, not a courtesy runner. You can use anyone for a courtesy runner, and Corbin Beeman now is going to be used as an official pinch runner for Towns, which is interesting. This is the 4th time he's been on the bases today. Gives you a nice chance to use the youngster who has some nice wheels. I'm sure Towns will re-enter, and I would guess Crable will also re-enter in left field in this inning. But we've got first and third. When you start with your 7, 8, 9 hitters, and you get first and third with 1 out to get to the top of your order, you're feeling pretty good about it, and that's where the Eagles are at right now. As Cam Colclaser fouls the first pitch back. Colclaser grounded to third in the first inning, flew to right field in inning number 3, singled to left in inning number 5 with 2 strikes. And it's nice to have a good hitter up here in a big situation. Let's see what Colclaser can do. Fouls it back again. He's in the hole 0-2. The 0-2 to Colclaser. Popped him up, straight back. Will there be a play? Nick Mortrude has room, and he catches it. Nice play by Mortrude to get Colclaser out for out number 2. Out number 2.
Center fielder, number 0, Jaden Zucalato.
Big out for Westview. Big out. Zucalato, Jaden Zucalato, the center fielder, steps to the plate. He walked and scored the first Eagle run, grounded to third base in inning number 3, and sacrifice bunted last inning to help the Eagles get a run. First and third situation, we'll see if the Eagles want to run Beeman here. He's gone, and we're not even going to throw it down. He's standing up, going into second base for a stolen base for Beeman. Tying run at second base as Jaden Zucalato. See if he can single and tie the game up. He takes a fastball on the outer half of the plate and beyond for strike 1. That was close. He's been calling some of them there today. Inside fastball, strike 2. Zucalato. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big at bat here. Sherrick. Oh, he hits it. Not very hard. What's it going to land? It's going to land in right field, and that's going to tie the game up, folks. Unbelievable. Holy cow. You can't hit 2 balls softer in your life than a leadoff single and that bloop single by Zucalato. First baseman could not get back to catch that ball, and that's going to fall in for 2-run single for Jaden Zucalato and tie the ball game up at 4. Ethan Bach coming to the plate. We'll see if he gives Zucalato a chance to steal second base. Not running. Bach fouls it back. Bach walked in his last plate appearance after singling in inning number 3 and popping up to the shortstop his first time up. 4-4, brand new ball game here. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2 outs. Eagle 3-hitter Ethan Bach up. Jaden Zucalato trying to get a jump. He does, and that'll be a base hit. What a bunt by Bach. Oh, and the throw is past the first baseman, but there's a backup there. Zucalato wasn't ready to go to third. So Bach takes the infield bunt hit. I've seen 3 games, and that's his 3rd bunt hit I've seen in 3 games. He's an excellent bunter, as proven right there. Which moves us to Nick Miller. Nick is 1 for 1, and he's been hit twice. We're obviously going to the pitch count limit with Sherrick today, whatever that might be, as Nick Miller steps to the plate and takes ball 1 low. This is pitch number 109 by my count, my unofficial count.
Oh, he cleans it up.
Coach Bach makes amends for his error earlier in the game with a nice play there at third base. 110. This is probably Sherrick's last inning. You can throw up to 120 and finish the batter you're on. Miller down the line, but foul. That would have given the Eagles a lead, but it was just foul down the third baseline. As Eagle hitter Nick Miller steps in with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Zucalato at second, Bach at first. Going away with it. Miller's going away with the pitch and fouls it back. Zucalato was stealing on that pitch. Interesting. Not holding him on. I guess he had a good lead. Two-strike pitch. Miller drives it to left. That is going to be over the left fielder's head for extra bases. We're going to try to score two. We've scored one. Box coming to the plate. There's going to be a play at the plate, but he beats the throw. That's a two-run double for Nick Miller to give the Eagles a 6-4 lead. Ball and drove it to the gap in left center field. Bach had a great jump off of first and scored easily. No, Allen didn't score easily. He scored. A good throw might have had him, but he was up the line, and Miller gets 2 RBIs with a 2-run double, and that's going to be it for Dakota Sherrick. He's got to be near his pitch count anyway, and now that the Eagles lead 6-4, that will be the last pitch that Dakota Sherrick will throw today.
Yeah.
6-4, not 8-4 on the scoreboard.
You got excited, I guess.
Oh, crap.
Our lovely manager, Madison Utes, had a little trouble with the scoreboard, but she's been awesome all day, so we're not going to get on her too much. All right, new pitcher for the Westview Warriors is number 25. That would be Braden Kaufman, the shortstop. Freshman Braden Kaufman. He's going to come in with a runner on second and 2 outs in inning number 6 as the Eagles get a 4 spot here in the 6th off of Sherrick to take a 6-4 lead. The inning started for the Eagles with a leadoff single by freshman pinch hitter Brody Folk, who dumped the ball right over the third baseman's head, followed by a sacrifice by Isaac Hershey, a single by Evan Towns to right field that just fell out of the first baseman's reach. No, I'm sorry. That was Zuccolato's 2-run single. Towns singled to put runners on first and third, sorry. And then Cole Glazier popped up, and it looked like Sherrick might escape, but Zuccolato then dumped the ball over the first baseman's head for a 2-run single to tie it. Ethan Bach laid down a bunt to put runners on first and second, and Nick Miller jacked one over the left fielder's head for a 2-run double to give the Eagles a 6-4 lead. Gable Pentecost steps to the plate as Cameron Colclaser warms up in the bullpen. We might see him for this 7th inning for a save. We'll see. Nick Miller on second, as it is not Nick Miller on second because he's get courtesy run for. I guess since Beeman's already pinch run, now he's in the game, so he can't pinch run for him again. I think that's someone else out there. Pentecost takes strike 1 and fouls the ball off to the right for strike 2. It's still Beeman as courtesy runner. He's still out there again. He's already scored once in this inning. Pentecost watches it float outside for ball 1. Big 4-run 6th inning has the Eagles leading the Westview Warriors 6-4. Pentecost trying to tack onto the lead with an RBI here. The 1-2 pitch. It's fouled back. JT McDowell on deck. Pentecost is the 8th man to bat in the inning. Right fielder playing pretty shallow. Left fielder not that deep either. There's room out there in center if Pentecost can get the barrel on it. Goes away, right field. It's dumped, but it's not out far enough, and the second baseman backs out to haul it in for the 3rd out of the inning. But it was a profitable inning for the Eagles as they score 4 runs on 5 hits. There was no errors for the Westview Warriors, and they left 1 runner on base. At the end of 6 innings, the Fremont Eagles lead the Westview Warriors 6-4.
Come on, Eagles up.
Well, there we go, folks. Top of inning number 7. The Eagles took a 1-0 lead. Westview tied it in the top of the second with 1. Added 2 more in the 5th to take a 3-1 lead. The Eagles got 1 back in the bottom of 5 to make it 3-2. Westview added on to make it 4-2, but left the runner at third with nobody out. And then Fremont's big 4-run, bottom of the 6th inning, gives Fremont a 6-4 lead as Westview starts off the top of inning number 7 with the first pitch ground ball to third, which Pentecost, as he airmailed one last inning, looked like he didn't want to give it all that time, and he short hopped it, and Towns made a great play for the first out. Always good to get the first out in the 7th inning. Bach is going to try to finish this off and pick up the win. After Pentecost went 4 1/3. Bach came in with 1 out in the 5th. Didn't get a lot of help defensively, but is coming through there in inning number 6 with 1 out and with no one out, a man on third. He got 2 strikeouts. Now he's 0-2 to the number 2 hitter, Braden Kaufman, and he's inside for ball 3. Westview does have the top of their order up, so they got the hitters they want up this inning, as Kaufman is going to take probably the 3-0 pitch, and Bach cannot throw it across the plate, and he walks him on 4 straight pitches. Burkett leads off with a ground out to third. Kaufman walks, and we have third baseman Mason Wire at the plate. Mason is 0 for 3 on the day with a ground ball to the pitcher, a strikeout, and a pop-up to second. Fouls back the first pitch for strike 1, and he's their 3 hitter and has not had a good day. And I'm sure he's not their 3 hitter because he can't hit. So he's looking to get on the board here with a hit, put the bat on the ball. Ground ball to third. Pentecost will go to first for, a safe call at first base. It was close. It was hard to tell. But we got 1 out, which is important for out number 2, as Wire will be at first base with 2 outs. As shortstop Dakota Sherrick comes up. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Sherrick takes high for ball 1. Dakota walked in the second inning and came around to score. Singled to left in the 4th and lined out in the 5th. Pop foul straight back for strike 1. Senior Dakota Sherrick seeing if he can do some magic here for the Warriors to keep them in the game with 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Takes low for ball 2. Strike 2 on the corner. Wasn't sure what was going to happen with that pitch. That's been a ball or a strike today, depending on where it exactly is. 2-2 pitch coming to Sherrick. That's a line drive to center field. That's going to be right at the center fielder, Zucalato, for out number 3. And the Fremont Eagles raise their record to 3-2 in the conference. I'm sorry, 2-1 in the conference and 4-2 overall as they defeat the Westview Warriors by a score of 6-4. For Westview in the game, they had 4 runs on 7 hits. The Eagles made 2 errors and they left 6 runners on base. Losing pitcher Dakota Sherrick. For the Fremont Eagles, they scored 6 runs on 9 hits. They made 1 error, and Westview made 0 errors, and they left 8 runners on base. Big win for the Fremont Eagles as they defeat the Westview Warriors 6-4. We're going to take a few minutes off here, probably about 20 minutes, and then be back for game 2 of the Fremont Westview JVs coming up in about 20 minutes. Thanks and so long. need to do the second game or no?
If you would